Hey guys, my name is Fabe and welcome back to another episode in the Dinosaur mine, and I'm still wearing my slightly pinkish shirt, as someone in the comments pointed out last episode. Yeah, kind of shimmers a little pinkish, doesn't it, with the enchantment? What is it on there, actually? Unbreaking 3. It's gonna break soon anyway. So guys, let's really quick... Oh, look at this bridge! It's so simple, and yet so nice. I like it. I'm sorry. I have these moments when I'm sometimes really proud of things I created, and this is one of those things. I'm happy with that. Anyways, let's quickly talk about this to-do list we started last time. I tried to make it look a little bit better and made these vertical half slabs and made it a little bit bigger too, because we have some stuff to add today to this blackboard. Well, someone actually suggested using using green sand clay to make a blackboard, but it's called a blackboard for a reason. It is kind of greenish, I agree with that. At least, I don't know if they are looking the same everywhere, but from the ones that I have seen, they look more black than green. That's what I call the blackboard, right? I mean, I guess the ones in the school looked a little more greenish, but the one we had at university were pretty dark, almost black, I would say. Anyways, that's totally not the point. So we had these 5 things we added last time, and you guys had a lot of ideas, and I picked a few that I really liked. One thing that came up several times is, Fabe, build a port or build a harbor or some docks, and I agree. I think it would be awesome. As a reference to the Jurassic Park movie, the first one, we can have some East Docker or East Docks. I think it's just one dock. So we're gonna build something like that on the East Coast, fittingly enough. We're gonna call it the East Dock. I'm not exactly sure where we're gonna build it or how big it's gonna be, but I think that's a cool idea, and I think I'm gonna have fun building an East Dock. All right, what else was there? What I forgot last time, let me check. Yeah, I wanted to build a ranger station at one point or another. So let's put that on here. A lot of you said I should build a bunker and more guard towers and stuff like that. And I don't know. I don't really think we need them quite yet. Maybe eventually. But for now, I won't go into too much of the security stuff. I think our fences are strong enough to hold all our dinosaurs in. At least I hope so. Let's see. Then another thing that I talked about. Was it last episode? I'm pretty sure it was last episode. I decided that I want to do it sooner or later. Is a subway system, and I thought a little bit more about it, and I think I'm really looking forward to that, because that will enable us to do some awesome redstone work again, where we can choose the destination and then just go in a minecart and arrive where we want to. And especially as this park gets bigger and bigger, we will need something like that to get around faster, because every time I want to sleep, and I'm working on the East Coast right now, it takes me a couple of minutes to walk all the way over here and all the way over back there. I know I said that I was gonna set up a bed over there, but still, I think a subway would be kinda cool. We have to make sure that we don't only use the subway then, because we still want to see something of our park when you walk around in here, right? We don't just want to see a tunnel all the time. But I'm really looking forward to that project. And one thing that no one really mentioned, but that I forgot about last episode, that I had in mind for a long time, I don't actually think I mentioned it, is I want to build a hatchery. Pretty much like the one in Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, or the one where in the first movie, I think, where they hold the velociraptors and feed them with this giant cow. Something along those lines. Maybe with a gate. I mean, we could use a garage door for that, for example. That could work out. I don't need to build like a giant piston door for that. But I think that would be nice. A central place to hatch our dinosaurs. Maybe even at the space where biomes overlap. Or we're gonna build a hatchery for every biome. So we can have all the different colors. And then we can have the dinosaurs in there for a while. And if they reach a certain size, we can just take them out and put them into the big enclosures. I don't know how we're gonna do that yet. But in an emergency, you could just let them follow us like we did it so far. But yeah, it would be fun. That's another thing. The fossil archaeology mod developers actually had like a, what do you call that? They had like a Google Docs where you can answer some questions. I'm missing the word in my head. I know exactly what it's called, but I can't think of it right now. Anyways, you know what I mean. So you could answer some questions and make some suggestions for the mod. And what I always wanted with this mod, which is not really the case, is you shouldn't be able to control the dinosaurs the way you do. I mean, those are wild animals, right? So why would they follow you around? Or why would they stay at a place if you tell them to? I would rather have them roam around all the time and maybe even be more aggressive to you, so you have to handle them a lot more carefully. Or maybe just make it an option. I know some people and some of you enjoy just playing around with the dinosaurs and having them follow you around and riding on them and all that stuff. I personally, I would like it to be a little more realistic and have it a lot harder to actually handle the dinosaurs. I think those were to be some fun little challenges that you have to master. And then something like a hatchery, for example, would make a lot more sense. Because you want to check on your dinosaurs and you don't want to go into the enclosure because you are always afraid that they will attack you, something like that. I know some dinosaurs, like the Dinosaurs, for example, behaves this way. That he's out to kill you as soon as you step a foot into the water. And I like that. I like that a lot. And I just wish at least all the carnivores would be that way. And even for the herbivores, I don't think they should follow you unless maybe you have some, I don't know, leaf blocks in your hand or some food in your hand. Like the Minecraft animals do, you know? But I don't think it's okay to just right-click on them and say follow. I think that's too easy. But that might be just me. Anyways, I've been rambling. One more suggestion that doesn't go on here is a name for the restaurant that I'm gonna hopefully build today. That's the plan, at least. Let's sleep real quick and then we're gonna head out to the East Coast and check it out. I didn't do anything since last episode yet, but Zealot actually suggested in the comments of last episode to name it Fabe's Fried Fish, and I think that's an awesome name. Kind of a little bit reminiscent of JFC, but not really, because only fried is the same word, right? Jake's fried chicken, Fabe's fried fish. Anyways, I think that's a cool idea, so I'm gonna try to do it. I don't know if we have a lot of space to put up the name, but we'll figure something out, right? So let's move all the way over there. And as I just mentioned, ooh, spider attack in the lab! Man, get out of here. Oh, look at that. We have a spider infestation. Call the exterminator. We don't want spiders in here. So yeah, that's the plan. If you guys have any more suggestions for other important buildings that I missed on our to-do list, let me know. I know people really want to see some marine reptiles more often. And I would love to do that. The reason why I don't like to work with that is how the water looks behind glass. You know, if you were able to look through the glass into the water and were able to see everything swimming around and had a nice view like it is in real life, I would have so much fun building underwater builds and make it cool looking with the dinosaur or the reptile swimming around you. I would love that. But the way it is right now, this is really hard to look into water when you are behind glass. And I really am not a fan of that. So I don't really know how to handle that. Although, let me quickly check something. As far as I remember, did we check that on camera? I don't remember now, but we looked at the aquarium in the lab. And I remember it looking a lot better with these shaders than it looked with the Dinosaurs shaders. So maybe it has improved a bit. Maybe I will get to work on some of that stuff soon. But yeah, I need some time to plan things out, and I would love to work on that, as I mentioned, if I would be able to see everything. Oh, you know what that reminds me of? I still haven't gotten AFK fishing. Is our Moses? Oh, he's still around, so that's good. Here's his feeder. I don't think... I mean, you can't see reasonably well, can't you? I mean, we can see all the way to the other side through the ice at least. So that's pretty good. Maybe I'm gonna try that again. I mean, I could use ice. It's not too bad for the underwater structures. So we might look into that in the near future. But you saw our to-do list. We have so much stuff to do that I don't know when I'll get around to do it. Today, anyways, I really wanna build the fence and the seaside restaurant called Fabe's Fried Fish. It's gonna be fun. Oh, I still haven't finished this wall on the backside. I should do that too. But I think I'm gonna do it mostly off camera or on stream, possibly. I haven't decided yet. And I might record update clips every now and then. Alright, guys, look at that! That's the basic structure of our seaside restaurant that's gonna be called Fabe's Fried Chicken. We decided to go with spruce wood as one of the basic blocks. And stone brick for another factor, but the thing is, the normal stone brick just looked too bright like that, if you see it. So we decided to go actually with a chiseled version of the cobblestone. I think it's called the aligned cobblestone brick. That's what we used, and we used, of course, carpenter stairs to get it going. There will be a stair here, I just have a ladder to get up and down really fast. We're gonna have a lot of windows in this building, and we also kind of decided that we want to use some blue stained clay as a highlight block in here. Not quite sure how to implement it yet. We still haven't decided the wall designs, but I think that's gonna be one of the next step before we move on. Alright, so that's it for this quick little update clip. I'm gonna make a lot of these short ones today, I think. I hope that's alright with you. I'll see you in a bit. Time for another update, guys. Look at this. It's coming along nicely, in my opinion. So last time, I think we just had the rough structure of these posts out here. Then we figured out the floor. We planted... Oh, yeah, we tried out all the different spruce, plank, chiseled versions for that. And there are a few nice ones, but I think we decided to go with this one. Because it is simple enough. It doesn't take too much attention when you walk on it. I think this one, wait, where is it? Did I get rid of it? There was another version that looked really nice, but if you would have several of them next to each other, it just was too busy and it didn't look nice anymore. And yeah, we implemented some of the purple stained clay too next to the floor on the windows. And we experimented around with the windows quite a bit. We even had a straw poll on stream on which window texture would be preferred, and I think almost all of the people preferred this Japanese glass paint style, and I think it fits in here very well. It makes everything look a little bit older, so not as modern as I initially planned, but I think it fits really, really well with the whole fish restaurant theme. That's nice. This is the basic layout of the shape. There's gonna be a counter here, possibly a little bit of a storage room back here, just very small for some chests and stuff so we can store the fish. And there are going to be little dividers, possibly with some plants. I'm not sure if we can get around to do the interior design today, but we're going to have some benches here and some tables so people can sit down. And this place is going to stay pretty open. So if you come in here, it's supposed to be some sort of a fast food restaurant. So what you actually do is you come up to the counter, you stand in line, and if you got your food, you either sit down in here, one of these booths, or you go out through this door, which also took us quite a while to figure out. But I'm pretty happy with the result. I think it looks nice. And what we are going to do, we're going to build a lot more tables and benches out here so people can enjoy their meal in the sun with a beautiful look at the ocean. And you know what, guys? I just noticed something. I've recorded the last clip and this clip without the shaders on. And I'm going to keep it for today because I don't know if you know that. If you have never been to a live stream, I only play with shaders in the series on YouTube. On my live streams, I usually play without shaders. And this is why I recorded these last couple of clips without shaders. I'm gonna make sure to include a nice clip of the whole thing at the end with the shaders activated. But for now, I'm just gonna try it out. I'm just gonna build it without the shaders. We also have the same glass for the safety rails out here, which make it look really nice. Lots of room here on the balcony. It goes all the way back here. You can sit here if it's raining and you don't want to get wet. You can even eat outside and still be protected from the weather. This is gonna be the stairs upstairs because we didn't have enough room inside of the restaurant to get to the second story. And yeah, that's how far we've gotten. And it's time to get some more work done. So I'll see you in the next update clip. So the live stream is over. The shaders have been initialized once again. And they are as gorgeous as ever. But this is how we ended up after 3.5 hours of straight just building. So it took quite a while to get to this point, and as you can see, there's still a lot of work left to be done, but I think it already looks really nice as it is right now. The idea is clear. We figured out the style of this whole thing. We have a ceiling in here and a floor. I'm still thinking about putting some highlights in the floor. I haven't gotten around to that yet. Can I sleep already? Nope, not yet. Sun is not deep enough yet. A tree grew again, so that's nice. I got a lot less done that I wanted to get done during the stream. I still have a little bit of time off camera that I can put into working on this, but look at that. Did we have the stairs in the last clip? We might have had the stairs already in the last clip. Yeah, I think we had it actually. Can I sleep now? Come on, let me sleep. I'm so tired. I want to sleep. I never quite got why you can't sleep during the daytime. I mean, I can do it in real life too, right? I sleep during daytime all the time. But nope, in Minecraft, you can't even go to bed early. You have to wait until the sun is not even visible anymore. There we go, finally. Good morning, Minecraft. Sunrise, look at that. Having breakfast in this restaurant is amazing. Can you imagine sitting out here looking at the sunrise? That's awesome. I ran out of purple clay too, so that's why I haven't put it in the windows up here in this big room here. I really need to find a mesa, and I don't know how to do that. The thing is, I talked a little bit about that in a live stream. I don't want to explore just this whole world, or I walk around for hours and hours and hours, because with every chunk I generate, the world file gets bigger. And you guys know that I want to provide you with world downloads at least every 50 episodes. And I want you guys to be able to actually download it. So I want to keep the world size as small as possible, while still having all the advantages of all the different biomes, of course. So I don't know how I'm going to handle this, but I really need a mesa to get some more clay. I'll have to think of something to find one. But yeah, this is the balcony shape for now. I wanted to extend it a little further outside in this direction, maybe over the fence, which is also not built yet. I actually wanted to start with the fence today. I kind of forgot about that. So the fence is not even started. It's going to be interesting to figure out, but I want this balcony to have a little bit of an overhang, so you can sit here and enjoy your fish while observing the mammoths just running around in their enclosure. I think it could be fun. It's a plan at least. So these stone bricks, I talked about it in another update clip. They were supposed to kind of break up the whole dark brownish color, and they still do a good job at that, but I don't really know how to tie them in with the rest of it, with the rest of the building. Because if we have a balcony on top of it, how will that look? And also, I don't really have a good way of bringing the stone around here. I really have to think of something to do it, because even just this part here, I don't know how to do that. I have no clue whatsoever. Another little thing I did for the second story, I actually left like a little bit of a ledge up here. So when we built this door, we had to struggle, because initially this was a 5 wide window and the corner log was right here, and just one door was just way too small. It just didn't feel right. We needed a double door, and to center that we decided to do a little bit of reworking. And we actually made this instead of 5 wide, 4 wide, and same for this one. It doesn't really matter on this side here, because this is going to be a solid wall, because the staircase is right in front of it. So that's why we moved the logs outside a little bit. And it still looks nice. However, that gave us a problem for the upper story, because we had to maintain the symmetry somehow. So what I decided to do here is I shifted the whole thing a little bit to make this 4 wide and have another central double door here that we're gonna build in later. And this one is 5 wide. So can you see it? You can't really see it, which is pretty cool. But actually, the log up there is 1 block further to the left, so it's right here instead of here. It's kind of like it's well hidden, isn't it? If you don't know it, you would think that this is just one straight log that goes up all the way. And only if you look very carefully, I mean, you can kind of see it here, but this will be a solid wall, remember that. So you won't really be able to see it, which is kind of neat that I was able to pull that off. But that's just, that's the detail work I keep myself busy with because I wanted everything to be nice and detailed. As I said, this is going to be filled in with some more clay over here. And then we have this ledge out there, and I might make like a little bit of a, I don't know what these are called. When we have like a little part of the roof, like on the first story, although you have other stories going on. I don't know, just like a little version of the roof here, maybe, out of the stone. That would be a way to tie the stone in a little bit again. And that would probably also mean that I will use this stone for the roof design eventually when we get to that part. Yeah, I think that's that. Other double door is gonna go here. This is also 4 wide. I moved this whole layout a little bit around. We're gonna have a nice window here. We're gonna have probably a little bit space for greenery or a lantern or something here. I don't know yet how I'm gonna put all the tables here and stuff. And I'm also not sure if I'm gonna make this another room that's part of the restaurant, or maybe it's part of a storage. I have 2 options here. One option is I put a wall in here, connect these 2 pillars, and make this just a really big hallway to walk through on the other side of the house to get to this balcony. And then have maybe a door over here for employees only, and have like lots of storage here and maybe other stuff that I need. Maybe even a kitchen, although it's kind of weird to have the kitchen in the 2nd story of a restaurant. I don't think I've ever seen a restaurant where the kitchen's on the 2nd floor, but that might be me. But yeah, the other option is I keep this room completely open like the one below and just build a couple more tables and stuff in here. Could be cool. I might do that. That's the plan. I think we have just a little bit more time left, so I think I'm gonna get a little bit more work done, but unfortunately I don't think we'll be able to finish this whole project today. I was hoping we can, but it turned out to be a lot more work than I initially anticipated. But doesn't matter because it looks awesome, huh? Doesn't it? Alright guys, one more update clip soon. So, I haven't made much progress, but I wanted to bring you guys in for an interesting thing that I want to try out. So we got wall. Wall is pretty boring per se, right? But we're gonna take it. Do I have... Ah, crap. Same problem still. Let's smelt up one of those guys at least, so I can at least craft some stained clay. But yeah, I don't want to waste all this clay that I dig up from the swamp, because I'd rather use it for brick, because there's some cool brick chisel textures that I want to use too. But talking about chisel textures, the other day when I checked out this world with all the chisel textures that are existent, there was one that I never saw before. And I think I want to use that. I actually had to search quite a bit to find a crafting recipe. I did find it. If we have white clay, and if we craft it together with wool, we get wool and clay. What is this madness? Wool and clay? What is this? Give it all to me. So the thing of wool and clay is it has a much smoother texture compared to the wool, but it has the same color of the wool. So it basically is an intermediate. Can I not break it? What is the block you break it with? Okay, please don't be destroyed. Oh, thank God. So we're gonna try that for the benches. I didn't want to use wool, and unfortunately you cannot. Going through the night, I know, dangerous, but I'll do it. You can't chisel wool, unfortunately, so there are not any other textures, but I want to have like a soft looking seating for the benches and the booths, at least on the inside. Probably on the outside too, to be honest. And I was gonna use slabs, But then I remembered that we have this woolen clay spider in the restaurant already. Okay, can we sleep? Yeah, looks good. Come on. There we go. Nice. So what I want to try out is this woolen clay and see how it looks. And I think it looks pretty rad. Pretty nice. For like a sitting booth, like just like that. These dirt blocks here are most likely gonna be purple clay too once I get to it. Just to keep it uniform. It's kind of like the back thing of a chair. You know what I mean? So it should be the same color all around. So I'll probably make these here in a purple clay color too. I might try something else with that, but I'm gonna talk about that as soon as we get some purple clay, that is. But I think that looks great. I think that looks really comfy. If you sit on here, really nice. Of course I didn't bring any of my barriers that I crafted. I left them all at home. Why wouldn't I? Let's take some of those for maybe table legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's get our hammer out. Can I make them not connect? No, I cannot make them not connect. Can I use the thick ones? Do I want to use the thick ones is the question. I just wish they wouldn't connect like that. I thought there was a way. Can I maybe shift right click? Oops, that destroyed my hammer. And I don't have any more iron ingots. Alright, so travel back and I might as well get some more barriers from the chests I have there. But yeah, this is gonna take a while to finish that off. This time, I'm determined to finish the interior though. Not like the visitor center where I totally ran out of ideas and I was just, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna skip this. This time, for this restaurant, I am gonna build a beautiful interior. Just wait and see. We're gonna build like leaves in there. I thought about a fish tank for a bit. It was suggested. We don't have a lot of space to work with, unfortunately. So the only way, 1, 2, 3, a fish tank would work with just having like 2 or 3 glass blocks. And then having like the fish item pop up in there. And you guys know after 5 minutes, let's grab a couple of those. After 5 minutes, the items do despawn. However, there are certain tricks that you can set up with hopper minecarts or hoppers and dispensers. It is possible to hook them up to a clock so that every, I don't know, 4 minutes and something, the item gets actually sucked up by the hopper and gets spit out back by the dispenser, and so the respawn timer gets renewed. The question is, how big would such a contraption be and how good would it look? I'll have to look that up. I know there are a lot of like videos and stuff for that online. Okay, shift right click doesn't do nothing, shift left click does do nothing. Was there another way? What about control? No, control right click does absolutely nothing. Control left click does absolutely nothing. So if there's any trick to this to make it not connect, I thought there was one. I thought there was a trick to make these not connect, but I might be wrong about that. And we have all this wool here. That is possibly the easiest thing. Oh, I need string too. Where's that spider that just died? Did it drop any string by any chance, huh? Oh, that would be too convenient, wouldn't it? And there's not a way to craft string or not. Oh, that's the wool. Nope. Nope. But yeah, this is one option. I don't know if there would be too much of the white. I could use like carpenter's pressure plates and pretty much use any material. But if you use pressure plate on tables, it's always the problem that you have these little slits in between. These little notches. So, no. Probably not. What else is there? Is there another thing I could use in one of these mods? If you know, let me know in the comments. But you know what, guys? I'm really sad about this. But this will have to be the end for today's episode. As I said, I already put so many hours of work into this whole endeavor. And while we're making progress, oh, by the way, off camera, I changed these glasses here to the Asian glasses, so it fits the rest of it. I think it looks alright. So I'll probably keep that. But yeah, all the time I put into that. This is probably gonna take a couple of episodes. Yeah. But that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave it a like, and I hope to see you all again in the next episode of the Dinosaur Mine. Have a nice day, and seriously guys, don't be daft. Play some Minecraft.